All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Boko Haram once nominated Buhari as negotiator. Chibok's car will die with me, Jonathan. Now, that was ex-President Goodluck Jonathan speaking there. But honestly, I don't see how this information benefits Nigerians. Jonathan, you were the president, commander-in-chief of armed forces. You had all the power, and it was clear to many Nigerians that the APC, after the party was formed, had hand in insurgency, in Boko Haram killings and everything that was happening under you, Jonathan. But you did not do the right thing. You didn't take the right actions. You even said at one time that there are Boko Haram members within your own government, but you never made any arrests. You never exposed anyone. And at the end of the day, you handed over power to the APC in an election that was not even completely free and fair. And this is where we have found ourselves today. But because of the peaceful transition that you did, you walked away with your reputation. But please manage the reputation that you have now carefully. The other day, your wife was at Aso Rock saying that she will support Tinubu in 2027. Please be very careful, ex-president Jonathan, so as not to damage the reputation that you have managed to walk away from Aso Rock with. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that one coming out of Kaduna State. Another story of brutal killings of Nigerians, and it was exposed how Tinubu and some APC governors have paid journalists and suppressed journalists where need be, just to ensure that the true state of insecurity in Nigeria is not reported. And next is that big one coming out of Lagos State. Tinubu and his cabinet have told Yorubas that if they don't vote him in 2027, he is going to kill them. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video.
Very sad narrative for the APC at this time when Nigeria is at the receiving end of economic downturn, political mistrust, civil unrest, untold insecurity, and rooftop inflation. And that is when the APC will be coming to tell Nigerians, or to want to, as usual, attract or make efforts to attract sympathy from Nigerians. I don't think there's any Nigerian left to believe the APC today. We probably may have been hoodwinked in time past, and that was in 2015 to 2019. But by the end of 2023, Nigerians woke up to realize that there's no basis to trust a party called APC. But suffice to say, Charles, for us as a party, we have looked and taken inventory of the activities of the APC since losing power in 2015. At the risk of sounding immodest, we lost power at a time when Nigeria was the third fastest growing economy in the world, next only to Qatar and China, and the fastest in Africa. That was a time Nigerians could literally call Nigeria a country, and one they were proud of. If you choose not only to look at our concession of power in 2015 as one of the greatest achievements to advance democracy, then you will be quick to ask the APC what they are doing with the desperation that we have seen in 2019, which was replicated in 2023, and which is already, underway as we head towards 2025. And the only way to understand that is reconciling the activities, of the APC as far back as a year ago, trying to campaign with the mandate of the nation that they have on their shoulder against 2027. Nigeria is not a happy state today. Nigeria is a shadow of itself. We have seen the retrogression of the economy. We have seen the reversal of fortune at a time when Nigeria was trying to compete amongst the Committee of Nations, as at the time we lost power in 2015, Today, we are described as the a poverty headquarter of the world. It's a sorry state. One of the campaign mantra of the APC in 2015 was security. Insecurity, as it were, at that time was not half what we have today. In fact, it's not 10% of the untold hardship. At the time we lost power, there was nothing to describe as banditry. Nobody knew that word except if you read it in the dictionary. Today, that is what we are contending with. You will recall there were only the activities of the Boko Haram around the fringes of Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa. And those were the only things that were highlighted in a manner that was frightening in the propaganda of the APC to bring the Goodluck Jonathan and the PDP government in 2015. Today, I don't know what they would want us to describe the banditry, where they go. And that reminds me, let me, even though underway, commiserate with the Arise and the Nigerians for losing Somi 24 hours ago, and one of the activities of the APC. And you can see how a promise was cut short.
You saw that. I brought that video here because it seems as if people forget sometimes. I think Nigerians have very short memory. People forget how this country was when the APC took over in 2015. These people took over a working country. They took over one of the fastest growing economies in the world as at that time, and they completely ruined everything. Ever since the APC took over in 2014, it's been everything going south for this country. All the numbers are negatively against Nigeria since they took over. For them to now come and have the effrontery to tell Nigerians that things are improving shows that they have absolutely no respect for the populace. And of course, the speaker made reference to the Arise TV journalist who was killed, and now that is one popular person whose dreams was cut short by the failure of the APC. But I tell you, there are thousands of young people, scores of young people having their dreams cut short every day by insecurity in this country. This is what Nigerians have had to go through under the APC. Just like he said, the term bandits was very alien to this country before the APC took over. And without mincing words, I am saying this: Nigeria will never defeat insurgency. As a matter of fact, we will not even reduce the rate at which we are being attacked as a nation until the APC is kicked out of office. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that one coming out of Kaduna State, another tale of Nigerians brutally killed while journalists are being suppressed by Tinubu and APC governors just to ensure that the true state of insecurity is not reported. And next is that big one. Tinubu and his cabinet have told Yorubas that if they don't vote APC in 2027, they will kill them. Let's start by taking that update from Kaduna State. Look at how the papers reported it. Breaking: bandits kill 4, including NYSC member, abduct many in southern Kaduna amid underreported attacks. Bandits have killed 4 residents in southern Kaduna State between Tuesday and Thursday. Reports indicate that numerous other killings, kidnappings, and attacks are ongoing in the region, though many remain underreported due to political interference and restrictions imposed on journalists. Sebastian Yakubu, a local in Kachia town, confirmed the latest attacks. He stated that bandits ambushed a vehicle carrying passengers from Awon village to Kachia town headquarters on Thursday evening. According to him, the bandits ambushed a commercial vehicle, killing the driver, Ibrahim Makama, and one Jonathan Jeremiah, who had just finished his National Youth Service Corps NYSC program. They kidnapped some of the passengers in other vehicles, while others escaped by sheer luck, he said. On Tuesday, they killed one of our community farmers in the same Awon village and one other local from Ankwe area, whom they kidnapped and demanded ransom, yet they killed him afterward. Now, this is the true story of Southern Kaduna, but Tinubu and the APC governor there have paid journalists and have suppressed journalists where need be, just to ensure that these things are not being reported. And for about 2 years now, they have been praising the governor Ubasani that he has restored peace. All those things are no longer in Southern Kaduna. All those things that happened under El Rufai. Yes, we know that El Rufai was a very bad guy. But this present governor is claiming that he has been able to change everything, that all those things are no longer happening under him. Meanwhile, the man has just been lying. He and Tinubu have just been suppressing the media. And Ola Michael here says, people are saying Ubasani is doing well in security. Meanwhile, there is under-reporting about the killings in Kaduna State. That is the truth. The governor Ubasani and Tinubu are the ones ensuring that Nigerians don't know the true state of insecurity in Southern Kaduna. And this tweet here says, if you still pack your bags to go for NYSC in any of the Boko Haram states in the north, I have no sympathy for you. You obviously don't value your life. This tweet is actually saying that core member who was killed shouldn't have gone to a state infested by bandits and terrorists to serve. Well, I don't know how you want to look at it, but I know myself that if I were a core member posted to any part of the northwest or all the states that have surrendered to bandits, I will never go there to serve. Point blank, period. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to this, that video, a short clip of a member of Tinubu's cabinet, that is the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Lagos State Chapter. This is a man, Adekunle Sego, who was handpicked by Tinubu himself. This man sat there publicly and said, if you think we are going to allow what happened in 2023 in Lagos State to happen again in 2027, then you need to think again. If you don't vote the APC, you are going to eat on earth and wash your hands in heaven. Meaning, we are going to kill you. Watch this video.
Ìwọ́n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2023 akọ̀wé ìfihàn rẹ̀ ẹ bá ń gbé 2027 ló wá ṣe dé ẹ̀tẹ̀ ọláyé rẹ̀ ṣọwọ́ náà òye. Ọba àfẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ ní báyìí á lè wá sí ẹni tó bá ṣe ẹni mistake ní 2027 tó bá lọ sọ́gbà tẹ̀ APC ẹ̀ka ṣe kí ni ẹ bá dìbò fún un àbẹ́ tó bá sọ fún òun ní gbọ́.
You saw that. That was the chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Lagos State Chapter, Adekunle Sego, speaking there. There was a subtitle of that video right there on it, but I can tell you categorically that that subtitle does not even do justice to the severity of what he was saying. He was stating clearly that if you don't vote APC, you will be killed. He said, what you people did in 2023, we're just looking at you. We were just looking at you that, but in 2027, if you try it, you will be dead. You will eat on earth and go and wash your hands in heaven. He was, dropping some very, very big proverbs in Yoruba. And then he went directly to say, you will be killed. He said they will look for you on the surface of the earth and they will not find you. This is how severe the situation has become. When I tell you that Tinubu has seen that even in southwest Nigeria, he has been massively rejected. Some people think we are just sweet talking. The man has been massively rejected even in the southwest. That is why he's coming out to issue serious threats like this to his own people. This was the same person that was saying, Emi Lokan, Yoruba Lokan, that was saying this is the turn of Yorubas. After just 2 years in office, the Yorubas have seen that this is just the turn of himself and his own people. They will say Lagos State, that he is favoring Lagos State. How many people in Lagos? it is just the people that are in his circle in Lagos that are benefiting. Other people are suffering. And that's why he needs to send out his thugs to now threaten them with death. Because he has seen clearly that even that the rejection of the 2027 election will even be worse than that of 2023. That is why they are now telling people that they will unalive them, that they will wipe them away from the surface of the earth if they don't vote Tinubu in 2027. But it is clear now that what is going to happen in 2027 is a war. So the opposition and everybody that is going to be involved should know that this is what we have on our hands. They tagged DSS and the man came out to say, that's not what he means. He was not talking to the general public, that he was just talking to members of his union. And Nigerians were like, oh, so members of your union will be killed if they vote against Tinubu? Is that what you are saying? And you say we are in a country, when people say that Nigeria is a zoo, some of you want to look at them as if they are not patriotic. In a sane country, this man is supposed to be arrested immediately, prosecuted, and jailed. Because this is a man declaring openly that he's going to kill Nigerians who vote against Tinubu. But, as I would always say, everything depends on the resolve of the people. Because highest, they are going to bring out thugs to try to attack people. But if there are 1,000 people in a polling unit and about 985 of them are voting against the APC, there is nothing the thugs can do. Because thugs cannot be everywhere at the same time. The people need to unite. That is the only thing that is necessary. Let the people unite against the common enemy. And I'm telling you, no matter the army of thugs they raise, it will be just a fraction, less than a fraction, compared to the might of a united people. And when we continue to unite in that manner, we will easily take our country back. But until then, make I still enter town, make I get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because now because of una, now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.